it's the end of the world tonight. I'm just going to go sleep with people who aren't my wife. I'm going to do dumb stuff. And then like they wake up tomorrow and they're like, uh-oh.
Well, if they wanted to do that stuff, they should do it. You know what I mean?
I tweeted a joke and somebody got really mad at me actually on Twitter. I said,
Twitter.
It's mean, but I said, if you believe the end of the world's like on December 21st, prove it, kill yourself. And somebody got really mad at me. I can see why they did. I mean, it's sort of, I don't know.
That would be, well, you wouldn't have to kill yourself because it's going to be the end of the world. So like the end of the world doesn't scare me at all.
That was more of my anger towards the people who believe that it's going to be the end of the world.
I think it's a funny joke.
I thought so. And like I don't think it is the end of the world. We've done this too many times before and tried to predict it too many times. We're so egotistical as human beings to think that we know when this vast, it's a cosmic arena out there. It's a vast universe. We're so egotistical to be like, no. I know when it's going to end. I know when.
I just think it would be hilarious if it was. Like, that's, like most of anything just because like even deep down, I don't actually think it's going to be the end of the world. But I'm embracing it, but I think it would be hilarious if it just started happening. Everybody's like, well, I guess they were right. Because the non-believers of it, and there's so many people, you see them that they're actually, people are actually scared. Like people, because people, like, you'll talk to somebody about it, and I like to joke about it and pretend like it really is the end of the world, and then I'll talk to some people and they'll be like, no, that's ridiculous. Have you heard the leap years? They didn't account for the leap years, so it was actually supposed to happen in February. This is not real. It can't be real. And it's just so funny to me that people would take something like that so seriously. You know what I mean? I saw one of the funniest tweets I saw towards the end of the world, or like for that, was I can't remember who it was a comedian. They tweeted Mayan said that the world was going to end December 21st. Just found out that Snooki's due date is December 21st. And then he's like, bravo, Mayans. And there's so many little things that it's like, yeah, that's the end of the world. I can see it. Yeah. But I think what you'll realize is that everything that happens all the time always makes you like, no, there's no way the world can be real. I think the world's about to end. There's always ridiculous things going on. It's never like somebody in a suit. There's nobody in a suit that's like, yeah, I think the world's gonna end. It's always like cab drivers and people like that you have the conversation. But see, that's what would be hilarious. It'd be hilarious that all these suit guys would be like, what's going on? And like the cab drivers would be like, yeah, I told you guys. I told you this was gonna happen. Yeah, I'd be the first to sell out too. I'd be like praying to God. Like I'm not a religious guy. I'd be praying to God. I'd sell my morals out so fast. That's the type of person I am. I would definitely do that. I don't even care. So it's the holiday season. You doing anything exciting for the holidays? Are you? No, nothing exciting. You know what? I've never bought a gift for anybody in my entire life. That's nice. Good karma. I'm not even celebrating Christmas this year. I'm actually going to start celebrating Festivus. Festivus? I'm going to start celebrating Festivus. Really? Why not? I don't believe in. Are you going to get the pole? Entity. Yeah, yeah. Air the grievances? Yep, air the grievances, and then the feats of strength. Oh, yeah. I'm going to pick somebody, or my dad is going to pick somebody to wrestle him. And then until he gets pinned, Festivus is not over. It's never going to be over. And I have a lot of things I want to grieve about this year, too. Oh, really? Yeah. Can you air some grievances right now? Do we have any grievances? Air some grievances? Well, the Happy Holidays thing I talked about last week. People should say Happy Holidays. That bugs me that people are complaining that they have to say Happy Holidays. Other grievances, a 13-year-old killed at the Corktown last night. Oh, man. That's my grievance. That's my grievance. That is not my grievance. That is the coolest thing that I ever saw happen in the history of mankind. That little kid, 13-year-old kid, and he's like, he just went up there and he was so cool, and he was like, it didn't even matter what he said. He was just awesome. Yeah, well, you know what? How petty I am. I was really like, I had like, because we were talking about this earlier as well. I do my new sort of thing is that I just sort of improvise, and I just sort of like I'll just kind of go on and like on stage and just riff on things. Yeah. And I was like, I got some good laughs there. I'll remember where I got some laughs. I'll try it again. And then I was like, I'm feeling okay about that set. 13-year-old goes on, destroys. Like he had the whole room just dying, and like some really funny jokes from him too. He's the new Mace, and it's awesome. He's like if me and Mace came together and had a kid. Yeah, because he had like this cool orange bandana around his like fedora and a scarf. Yeah, and his dad was there, and oh man, it was awesome. And like Mace Galone, he's going to be coming in a little bit, but Mace Galone is known as like the cute, kiddish kind of comic with very handsome dad. And I'm sorry, Mace's dad.
But this 13-year-old's dad
was way more handsome.
He was handsome.
Yeah,
Jeez.
he was so much more handsome than Mace's father. Yeah, Mace's father, don't get me wrong, extremely handsome.
He's like Mace's dad's like James Bond handsome. This guy was like Patrick Swayze handsome.
Yeah, he was really cool. Like it seems like he's got like the long flowing hair.
He's seen a thing or two.
Yeah, he's seen a thing or two. And he seems like he'd be a cool. And that son that he raised. Wow.
That son of his, though, like, he started ripping on Justin Bieber, and until he did that, I thought he was Justin Bieber. That was confusing.
Oh, man, he was so awesome. You know what? Speaking of the holiday thing, though, you know what I'm going to do this year? Everybody, like, be atheists celebrate Christmas, right? Like, they celebrate Christmas.
I still do.
Even though, like, Christmas is, like, a religious holiday, really.
I just celebrate the capitalism aspect of it.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy. I just like the capitalism and the consumerism of it.
But here's what I want to do. What I want is to celebrate, like, another religious, like Hanukkah. Or like Kwanzaa. I don't even know what Kwanzaa is, but I want to celebrate Kwanzaa still as a person who doesn't, I'm not an atheist, but I don't follow like a religion.
Yeah.
So, but I want to just celebrate because if you can do that with Christmas, you should be able to do it with all of the other religions.
That's actually interesting. You should do a new one every year.
Yeah.
Document it.
And then
the Zack Mcdonald.
I don't know.
The Zack of all trades. Zack of all trades does every religion. Every year.
Single religion.
And then you get to see you celebrating the religion. I would watch that.
I'm gonna research Kwanzaa because I'm ignorant. I don't know what Kwanzaa is. I have no idea what they celebrate.
Yeah, I don't either.
I've never heard of a Kwanzaa tree. I've never heard anybody who celebrates Kwanzaa. But
neither have I actually. Where's that even from?
I think it's an African thing.
It's an African thing?
Yeah. I think it's like celebrating some sort of like African culture and heritage and stuff.
Okay.
But that is like secondhand information from an unreliable source, I'm sure.
No, I like the uninformed aspect of it. Do they do it like around the same time as Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, that's neat.
There might be fasting. I don't know.
Oh, that sucks. I would not do that.
I could go for a nice fast.
I couldn't. I don't enjoy that.
Well, really, you could go for a fast more so than I could go for a fast.
No, like I need to. Yeah, like my body's begging me to, but I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I just think you can celebrate Festivus with me this year. It's December 23rd. We do it.
I always at least post Happy Festivus on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna welcome you to my Festivus dinner. Actually,
awesome.
Yeah.
See, I don't believe you're gonna do it.
We're gonna have meatloaf. No, I am.
I don't believe you're gonna do it.
I am. I actually am not even celebrating Christmas this year. I'm just celebrating Festivus from now on. Festivus is a real thing that happened.
It's a Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus was developed in 1966. By a man who did it in February. It wasn't in December, it was in February. And then one of the Seinfeld writers found out about it, and he talked to the guy about it, and he developed it so it was more of like a Christmas type element, which I'm going to celebrate the Seinfeld aspect of it. And I'm doing Festivus. Christmas is done for me. I'm doing Festivus from now on.
All right.
He ate ham and turkey for his original Festivus dinner.
Yeah.
On Seinfeld lore, he ate meatloaf for the Festivus dinner.
I love meatloaf.
I prefer turkey over meatloaf, so I'm just going to go with a traditional on that aspect.
Nice. My stepmom makes the greatest meatloaf in the entire world. That's what these radio people want to hear.
I think so, because a good meatloaf gets anybody's mouth watering.
But you know, like, meatloaf sucks, right?
No, I like meatloaf.
See, but like, have you ever had bad meatloaf?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, bad meatloaf is awful.
Yeah.
Good meatloaf is amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
Good meatloaf is but bad meatloaf, terrible.
And like,
same with turkey too, though.
Yeah, turkey can
I've
be
had bad turkey, and bad turkey's awful.
Bad turkey makes you never want to eat turkey again.
Yeah,
it's
does.
like you have to amp yourself up the next time you eat turkey.
But my stepmom, again, she makes amazing turkey, and we celebrate both Thanksgivings. We celebrate American and Canadian Thanksgiving.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, we do. We all like everybody stays home from school. My dad takes off work, and we watch football, and then my stepmom makes a turkey dinner.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that with my kids one day too. I think
it's a good tradition.
Yeah, I think it is a good tradition.
On Christmas, my family goes to a movie.
We go Christmas Eve to a movie every year.
Cool.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And like on Christmas Eve we've seen all of the Lord of the Rings movies. So we're gonna check out The Hobbit this year.
Great movie.
I loved it.
I loved it.
It's good?
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's awesome.
It was really cool. Except like they cut it like The Hobbit's a pretty short book.
Yeah.
But they happened to cut it into 3 parts. Like it's 3 3-hour movies that he like cut it into because he wanted to make it a trilogy. The same as Lord of the Rings.
Whoa! So what you're telling me is that's The Hobbit Part 1?
Part 1, yeah.
Yep.
And you never realize that. No, like everybody, I read about it before I went, but most people in the theater were like, "What's going on here? Like, why did this end there?"
There's going to be 3 Hobbits?
There's going to be 3 Hobbits, and
it's good still.
It was great. I really liked it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the story even, so.
No, I didn't read the book either.
Yeah.
I
don't read books.
I didn't even read Lord of the Rings. I just went and saw it. I thought it was awesome though.
Yeah.
This is a great movie. I saw True Grit last Christmas.
Oh, that movie looks awful.
It was wicked.
It's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
The Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie?
What?
No.
What's True Grit?
True Grit's the Coen brothers.
Oh my god, that movie was so bad. Ugh.
Really?
Was that the one where they're like cowboys or something?
Yeah. Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon.
Oh, that was the most boring movie I ever watched in my entire life. I swear to you.
Well, okay, what movies do you like? Because we're gonna have an issue here.
I like Good Will Hunting. That's the only movie that I like.
That's a good one.
I love Good Will. But True Grit, oh my god, it was so boring.
Really, yeah?
Oh, I watched it with my friend and we almost walked out. It was so awful.
See, I don't get offended when people say that movies I like that if they don't like them.
Yeah.
Because it's so subjective.
Yeah,
Such a subjective art form.
But that's the thing, I usually am really a fan of movies that are critically acclaimed and stuff like that, but that movie just did not do it.
I don't know if True Grit was really critically acclaimed.
I think it was.
The filmmakers are.
Yeah,
I don't know if that movie really I know.
Was Matt Damon in it?
Yeah.
Matt Damon's my favorite too.
Really, yeah?
I love Matt Damon.
I know they didn't I think they got a lot of acclaim for No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
The Coen brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know if True Grit really got a lot of recognition.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Did it?
I
don't even know. It was worth it. I thought it was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
I've only watched it twice though. The Big Lebowski, the Coen brothers did The Big Lebowski too. You've never seen The Big Lebowski?
No. Oh, there's so many movies that I haven't seen.
Oh, really?
But
not like a movie guy, eh?
Nah, well yeah, I guess not like a movie guy, but I could watch a romantic comedy anytime.
Yeah.
Love romantic comedies.
So do I, man.
Love them.
I like them too.
If there's not, you guys on that.
If there's not a love story, to count me out, man. I'm out of it. I can't watch movies without love stories.
See, I was like you before, and then when I was had a long-term girlfriend for a while, and she made me watch a couple of them, and I was like, these kind of warm my heart a little bit. And then it's my secret maybe I'm on Netflix at 3 a.m. I'm like, just throw that on. Nobody's gonna know about it. No worries.
I'm pretty sure my stepmom came into my house yesterday and I was watching Notting Hill.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, it's so awful.
That's digging deep into the romantic.
Oh yeah, it's it was I wouldn't search it out. It was on television, but that's what I was watching though. I wasn't super into it, but and Star Wars too.
You like Doctor Who?
No, I've never seen Doctor Who.
Doctor Who is the worst show.
It's the best show I've.
It's
awesome.
I really hate English accent. I hate it.
Wait, what were you saying about Star Wars?
I love Star Wars. I watched 4, 5, and 6 yesterday.
Are you pumped for the new ones?
You know what? Yeah.
Good.
I think I am. I think they're going to be great. I don't think there's any way they're going to let them be bad.
I think people are dumb. Even if they were bad though, I think it's who cares?
Yeah.
If they're bad, you just go watch the old ones.
People are going to be livid if they're bad.
People are going to be livid no matter what.
The Star Wars people are going to be livid if it's bad, and that's why
they're always livid.
You know what?
There's so much for Disney. There's so much money. There's so much money to lose for Disney if they make a good movie. They've already spent billions of dollars on this.
You got to think though. There's tons of books and side stories that they're probably not even going to tie into the next 3, those independent authors that write them. But they still sell like crazy. They make tons of money, and you don't have to be this story's all, it doesn't have to make sense.
But here's the thing: if they make a good movie, no, stay there for a second. If they make a good movie, it's gonna sell like wildfire. You know what I mean? That would be. And Disney has put so much behind this, so many billions of dollars, that they're just gonna get the best people to play everything, and they're just gonna kill it. There's no way.
I should. One sec. Let me introduce everybody in the room again. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to 93.3 CFMU, Redefining Radio. This is the Hamilton Comedy Hour. I'm Jordon Scherer. In studio, we've got Zack Mcdonald.
Hey guys.
We've got Mace Galoni.
Hello.
And we've got my brother Jay Shear.
What's up?
What up?
All right, so we're all in here talking.
Oh, Boulder Dash.
This is sort of an unprepared show. We just we just came in and we just started talking.
We were talking about new Mace. We're talking about new and improved Mace.
Yeah, the new Mace.
How do you feel about new and improved Mace? This is Mace, who's, by the way, he's still cute, but he's like increasingly less cute than he was yesterday.
Yeah. Zach's talking about how he likes romantic comedies and how cute Mace is right now.
Nice. And how handsome Mace's father is, and how much more handsome 13-year-old new Mace's father is.
Oh man, he's dreamy.
What is it, Celtic god?
Yeah.
He has blonde hair and he's buff. Norse god? Is that? I don't know.
Greek god?
Just a god.
Let's
just call him a god.
Sex god.
Yeah. A sex god.
Did you tell your dad that there's a new handsomer dad in town?
No, I haven't talked to him yet. He's not going to be happy.
He's going to be just as jealous as I was last night, too. That kid had a great set.
Oh, God, he killed. I watched it again afterwards.
It's on YouTube. Oh, man, check it out. What is it called on YouTube? Do you know?
Derek Arsky or Arksy, something like that. It's search Manolis Zontanos.
Yeah.
His channel. That's not easier to spell.
No.
What?
Look up 13-year-old that beat Jordon Scherer at comedy last night.
If you search up Derek, 13-year-old
comedian, first time,
yeah.
You'll get it.
And you might get a weird video if you just type that into Google.
Just type into Google 13-year-old first time.
Still hilarious, by the way.
And then there's just dead air.
We're all just thinking about it.
It just gets shut down. Oh, man. How are you doing, Mace?
I'm good. So what were you guys talking about? Disney movies?
We were talking about Star Wars. They're going to do the new Star Wars movies.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Do you watch Star Wars?
No, I tried getting into it one time. I sat down one summer and I watched 3 of them in a row. And that was it. I was done. I couldn't.
You couldn't?
Which 3 did you watch?
Just the
original
first 3, which is, I guess,
4, 5,
last
6?
3. 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
It's ridiculous that you did not enjoy those movies.
Yeah, it's
insanity.
Yeah.
Did you like the new, the
1, 2,
prequels?
3?
1, 2, 3.
I liked them.
I love them.
Yeah, I like
Phantom
them.
Menace is one of my favorite
Pod
movies.
racing, man.
It's amazing.
Pod racing.
How do people not like that?
Yeah, I know a lot of people hated them, but I love Star Wars, but I'm not like a Star Wars guy, you know. I don't dissect it. I just watch it for what it is, and I really enjoy it.
But you know what?
And Episode 3 is amazing.
But you know what the annoying thing about it is? It's the people. I think it's the easiest angle for people to take.
Yeah.
To say, "Oh, I don't like this. He ruined it," and they don't objectively watch it. And be like, do I enjoy this as a person, or am I just following this subset group of weird mouth breathers who write blogs on the internet about how much they hate George Lucas now?
I will say this though. Watch it again and really focus on Jar Jar Binks. And Jar Jar Binks is pretty brutal.
I'm not gonna lie, Jar Jar Binks annoys me, but it doesn't ruin the movie.
It doesn't ruin it, but it definitely makes it take a hit. Jar Jar Binks is pretty terrible.
It's very kiddish.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks makes it very, very kiddish.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Jar Jar at all.
Me, Sir Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I heard something about that character being racist. Not him being racist, but the existence.
There's
of him.
racial undertones of it or whatever. Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know if I didn't watch it. But.
Yeah,
just his character in general.
Mace, for the listeners at home, I don't know if you know this, he is a racist. So pretty hardcore racist. So he would know about the racial undertones of it.
No punchline here, folks. Just fact.
Oh,
no, I don't like that. That's out there. I'm not racist.
Yeah, that's exactly what a racist would say.
You can
a
do
racist
that for
in
anything,
this situation would say, I'm not a racist.
You can say that for anything, though. It's I'm not wearing a plaid shirt right now. A guy who's wearing a plaid shirt right now would say
I'm not wearing women's underwear.
Mace also poops his underwear all the time, everybody.
Twice. Not all the time.
And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Every one of us.
He is literally all the time.
I pooped my underwear, too. This is a radio show of all people who've pooped their underwear.
Jay, have you?
Well, I mean, of course he has.
Nice.
Right. Jay approached that that's what's Friday night for.
It's a rite of passage.
But the thing is, we need to clarify something. We've all pooped. Everyone in the world has pooped their underwear. We've done it when it was totally inappropriate. We were too old to be pooping our underwear.
I'm the master. Too young.
Within the last year.
I think I take the cup of poop. I think I win.
Oh yeah.
I think I have the worst poop. Yeah.
Your poop story is pretty great.
It is.
I have a couple. Then they're all just awful. They make me hate myself, but I'll take any petty little fake trophy I can get right now.
You know what's weird? I feel like we've talked about how we all pooped ourselves on the radio before.
Oh, guaranteed.
I just got a deja vu moment right there.
This is my entire show. If you haven't been tuning in now, this is
the
where
Hamilton
it always ends
poop
up.
hour.
Yeah, it might as well be. Yeah.
We've done this episode before.
Just the Hamilton hour. I don't know how you spell that, but we're changing the name soon. Actually, the Hamilton half hour, because normally we are. No.
Wait, so what is this? An hour or half an hour?
Today we're an hour.
Okay, cool.
We're an hour today?
Yeah, the Scheck show is on vacation.
Oh, baby, there is so much to get to. My God.
There's a lot to get to.
What are you doing for the end of the world, Mace? What are you, how are you preparing?
Nothing. I don't know.
We're going to Toronto.
Do you believe in it?
Maybe. I don't know if I can. But, no, I don't believe in it. Actually, though, I watched an interesting documentary that it talks about the poles, the magnetic poles of the Earth switching. I don't think it was like a legitimate documentary. It was like on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it was half an hour, and I think some guy just made it.
It's like MS Paint, like pictures and stuff like that.
No, keep going about the documentary.
No. But so he's. Can you just add the laugh track?
Yeah.
No, Mace. Please talk about the documentary more. Mace, can you do more about the documentary?
Hey, where's the love, man? Where's all your love that you've been spewing out? Like vomit.
I still have love. I was on a place of love.
I know. That was good.
It was.
No, but I don't believe it.
No? Why don't you believe it?
Wait, Zach, you don't believe it.
I keep falling for it.
I know. I believe it. I think it's going to happen.
You do not.
I know. That's what I said. But Why do you want to? I want to live my life as if I believe it's happening. That's what I want to do.
Zach, what are you doing on Friday night?
I'm considering tonight the last day.
Oh, okay.
I think tomorrow I don't know what the deal is, but I figure like around a certain time it's like hellfire and brimstone or whatever.
Okay, so when that doesn't happen and the world continues on completely normally, what are you doing tomorrow night?
I don't know.
Do you want to go to Toronto?
For what?
Open mic.
Sure.
Okay. There.
Cool.
Right.
Why are we making plans on the radio?
Why not?
It's awesome. Where's the open mic?
In Toronto. I haven't found it yet. We're going to find one.
Just a random open mic?
Yeah, we're going to find one.
I hate those open mics in Toronto, man.
Then don't come.
I hate them. Maybe I'll come. We'll see.
They do suck.
They're awful.
I don't care. I want to do stand-up on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand up on Friday? Because it's the last day of the world?
No, just because I feel like
you want to do
it.
And that'll be like the last one for like a week because of Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one in before and work on the new stuff while it's still fresh.
Oh, yeah.
But, the end of the world crap is not going to happen. And just stop it. Just stop. And, posting your stupid statuses on Facebook about it. Just stop.
Oh, man, there are going to be so many.
The world's going to end.
There are so many Facebook statuses that are going to be out there. There'll be some funny ones, though. There'll be some ones.
I'm going to start screen capping them. And just be like, you, and then retweeting them being like, you idiot. It didn't end.
I
Saturday.
saw one, and it was a picture, somebody posted a picture of two Mayans. One of them was had a just rock and a chisel.
Yeah.
And the one's hey, we finished the tequila, do you want some? And the guy's like, well, I was working on the calendar, but if I don't finish it, it's not like the world's gonna end.
My friend Brett Esty, he posted on Facebook, he said, is anybody else waiting until December 22nd to buy your Christmas gifts just in case? I thought it was funny.
I had a Christmas shop today after the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are you shopping for?
My sisters. This is just, oh god damn it. Bet you wouldn't be snoring if Derek was here.
Oh, I wouldn't be snorting if Derek was here. If Derek was here, I'd be reveling in the glory that his hilarious comedy.
Hey Mace, what are you doing for Christmas?
I
just turned his mic off anyway, so.
Oh, that's really interesting, Mace. That's really really interesting.
All right, take it away, Zach. Delight us with your interesting insights into Christmas.
No, we already talked. We already went about the Christmas in the McDonald house at the beginning. You weren't here. I want to know do you guys have the worst holiday memories of all time? We're supposed to talk about heartbreak and make it enlightening.
Yeah.
What's your worst holiday memory?
My worst holiday
memory.
Worst,
just the worst thing that's ever happened to you on a holiday.
Mace, you go first.
Jeez, I don't know.
Okay, how can Mace go first? He has like, you know what my worst holiday was? When his family paid me 3 pesos to clean their shoes on Christmas Eve. That was my worst holiday experience. Yeah, not even cents or dollars. Just, here's 3 pesos, kid. We just got back from our vacation in Mexico. Oh wait, no, actually we bought the tickets and then didn't go because who cares? It's only Mexico, and that's gross.
For me, it was I used to work at this place, and for some reason it was just like a really like bad place just in my mind. You know what I mean? I was just super grumpy all the time, just for no reason, and like, but I was like the manager of the place.
Yeah.
And like, I was just really, I don't know why, just like really rude to everybody. And like, it was literally my decision whether or not everybody was going to work on Christmas. And like, I just decided everybody was going to work on Christmas.
You are literally Scrooge. You are Scrooge.
And then, man, I just went to bed. And like, as I went to bed, I had like these visions, you know, like these ghosts just started visiting me. And it really, I just turned it all around, and I just decided that as they took me through my past that I wasn't going to make them all work on Christmas. And, you know, I really became a lot more enlightened, you know. It was awesome.
I wish your dad would take advice from that Mace. Jeez.
Oh, you know what? I was listening to Mace's dad, and he told me a story about his worst Christmas too. Mace's dad used to live on this big mountain, like right over top of this town, and like everybody in the town was like super.
Wait a minute.
They were all super excited about everything. You know, they
really loved Christmas.
They loved Christmas. Yeah.
I've heard this story.
They loved Christmas.
He had a little dog. He had
Mace's dad had a little dog.
Yeah, he was still a bachelor. He hadn't had Mace yet.
But his heart was just like 3 sizes too small. You know what I mean? He was just really green about the whole situation. It was awful. And he stole everybody's Christmas presents.
Is that how he made his fortune?
That's how he made his fortune.
I met a little girl.
And, Macy Lou Who.
And then had Mace.
Mace is a who.
Mace kind of does look a little bit like a who, though. Just a little resemblance, I think.
Like what?
Yeah, Mace does look like a who. You look like a who.
You kind of do. This is true.
Christmas time is here. Bah humbug.
I don't really have like a horrible Christmas story, but like my worst one that I can think of off the top of my head is one time I was in my old house. We were having Christmas dinner, and then I ate a lot. Oh, I didn't eat a lot of dinner, and then there was a gingerbread house.
Yeah,
and gingerbread is my favorite. Like I love gingerbread. So I ate way too much of this gingerbread house, and then I got really bad diarrhea.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that connected to my parents. It's not because he's a fat little idiot and ate way too much gingerbread. He must be allergic to gingerbread. His all-time favorite cookie ever. So
you're
now,
no longer allowed to have gingerbread?
For 6 years, we're going to cut him off gingerbread. For no reason.
And you don't have the resources to buy your own gingerbread?
Not at that time.
Yeah.
Now it's like, let's not take him to a doctor and find out if this is legit. Let's go off a hunch and cut him off gingerbread for 6 years and make it miserable. Because I think I have an eating disorder, the opposite of like anorexia. Like when I see gingerbread, I need it. I need it. So 6 years of being tempted. And then one year I'm like, you know what? It's worth the diarrhea. If I get diarrhea, it's worth it. I'm going to eat gingerbread. Ate it, completely fine.
Really?
Completely fine. Thank you.
That's a live studio audience, everybody. Give it up for the live studio audience.
Live studio audience. Every episode, it's warm in here. It's friendly. It's like a sitcom.
It is.
We have a laugh track, a live studio audience. It sucked, though. It really did. It sucked. That was my worst holiday story.
Something related to that. I was born with no sense of smell. And like I didn't realize it for a long time. Obviously, I just thought it was regular until one day I finally realized that I didn't have a sense of smell. My parents never took me to the doctors for it. They just, you just don't have a sense of smell. That's fine. You're not going to have that as a thing now. So I really should go to the doctor for it. My favorite thing about not having a sense of smell though is like people always ask me like so you could just like take a bath and poop and nobody would notice, right? It wouldn't even bother you, right? I'm like, no, that would totally bother me. Like, is that all that is keeping people from bathing in poo? Is the fact that it smells bad? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that would be a weird life to not have a sense of smell. Like, you have no perception of what even smell is then. Like, Like you?
No, I don't even know it. I don't even understand it. It's a weird concept to me.
The fact that you don't have a sense of smell has disappointed me so many times at shows when I've stood in front of you and purposefully farted, and then I giggled to myself, and then I realized that you can't smell, and then I just got sad.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't. I can sit in a fart-filled room and not even notice.
And the worst thing is when you fart too. It's like you don't even get your own brand.
No,
it's just so it could be like
farting's not funny to me. I don't find it funny.
yeah,
because I can't
never
smell
would.
it, so it doesn't do it for me.
That's crazy,
so
man.
You don't even get the concept of it, do you?
No. I think.
How's your taste?
Not very good. Not very good. It's like, I mean, it's all that I've known. It's all that I've known, but I know it's less defined than other people's. I always say, like, you know, like if you eat a pack of like Skittles or Starburst and like all the colors taste different.
Yeah.
They don't taste any different to me. They all taste exactly the same.
Weird. Oh, that's sad.
It's just less refined.
That's sad.
But it's
the live studio audience is
why
cruel
does the live
today.
studio's audience think that's funny?
They're cruel.
I'm being sad here, everybody. Why are you laughing at my disability?
I don't know. The live studio audience tends to be pretty cruel. They have the same sense of humor as us, I think. Sometimes.
You know what else they might like? Zach, you're a crack baby, right?
How dare you guys laugh at that? I really am a crack baby. Stop laughing.
Wait, when was the last?
Stop it!
When was the last time you talked to your mom?
Zach, when was the last time you talked to your mom?
7 years ago. What? But
yeah, they really should not be.
You should be more sensitive, everybody.
He's a good person.
Cry baby and a crack baby.
But
he's out of a job, guys.
I don't have a job, everybody. How dare you? I don't have. The economy's tough. It's hard to find a job in this times.
Oh no! Now Zach, he's going off in the corner. He's got a rope. I think he's about to. Oh God!
And he's got the holiday blues today. It's okay, Zach.
I still love you guys. It's all right.
You probably just
need
need
your love fest yet?
No, I haven't talked about it.
Probably just need their validation because your mother's not there.
How dare you? You're being rude. Why did your laughter go on for so long?
And sound the exact same every time.
The live studio audience. I don't know, man. I don't know about you guys.
It's a weird thing to have for a radio show.
It is weird.
It's not common. It's like everyone's really packed in here. It's uncomfortable. We have lawn chairs, beanbag chairs, all that good stuff.
Yeah. There's sparklers.
We do have sparklers. It's a fire hazard.
We have a warm-up guy.
Yeah, a warm-up guy. It's actually new and improved Mace. That's who does the warm-up.
Yeah, he should actually probably be doing the show today.
Yeah, he really should.
This is great.
To be an usher or something. I'm going to get demoted now in Hamilton.
Yeah. Oh no, you're kicked out. You're kicked out of comedy.
Yeah, you're out of the scene, buddy.
See ya. Get out of here.
But I start doing magic again.
Yeah, you need an edge now.
Oh, you know what you should do? If you're going to start doing magic again, you should also start making out with dudes again because it's like the same thing.
Oh, I never stopped.
Or
thank you, live studio audience.
That's a good joke, Zach.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, me and Zach can't compliment each other without insulting each other immediately after our little Facebook things.
Yeah,
it's like if Zach ever has a great joke on Facebook, I'll be like, "Oh, that was really insightful and funny. Great joke." Douchebag.
We can't. I don't know why. It's a man thing.
But what I want to do with this 13-year-old kid to help Meso, my buddy Mace.
Listen, this is a radio show for a family. All right, I don't want to know what you want to do.
I'm going to leave that one open to the imagination. I'm going to end that there. I had a joke that was going in a different angle. I'm going to leave it there.
All right.
No, what we can do is we can start giving this kid a lot of shows.
Yeah.
In places that don't exist.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, so what you're just saying is just be a terrible human being.
Yeah, just be awful.
Okay.
Just be like a dirty, petty, disgusting, devious, manipulative human
awesome.
being. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like,
amazing.
"Hey, buddy, you were really great. Did you want to come out to a show tomorrow at the Dump in Hagersville? There's a good show going on there. You just have to dig in the trash for 3 hours to find the It's an underground comedy club. Weirdest place we've ever put it. But actually, if you get lost in the Dump, just find where the McDonald family's having Christmas.
Studio audience, but. That's not. But don't you guys? Where's your sympathy? It's the Christmas season. Jeez.
They're cruel and unusual on this show.
Man, I still love them though. I still do.
They're great. They sound good every week.
They seem to be having fun. And you know what? If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. I'm cool with that.
No, they're good. They're good. But this the 13-year-old he did a good job last night.
Yeah. He did really well.
There was actually a point, though, I got to be completely honest, where I was feeling a little bit of jealousy towards, and I was like, oh my God, I'm an awful person. I'm literally feeling jealousy towards a 13-year-old who's doing great and should be doing great. And I was like, I'm a bad person. But good job to you, sir.
I'm not saying she was Caribbean, but I'm not saying she wasn't. That's right, Louis Live Studio audience.
That's exactly it. That was actually a funny joke. He also had another really funny
urinal
joke.
Cake one.
Yeah. I really liked Urinal Cake. I missed it until I had to watch it back on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I laughed, and then I stopped and got mad at myself.
It's funny that we think a lot of comics think that if you laugh at somebody else, it's gonna hinder your career.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like that in Hamilton.
No, it's not like that in Hamilton.
It is like that
it's like that in Toronto.
Yeah, it definitely is in Toronto.
It's so crazy to me that there's some people that think that comedy is some sort of a competition between.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a competition between anybody for anything.
No, because what I've learned in my 2.5 years of doing comedy is that I've made my best friends and they just always help me.
Yeah.
They just no matter what, it's hey dude, you want to come on this show? Zach put me on a show Saturday.
Yeah.
I'd put you guys on if I did the show. We just help each other out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's it's a weird thing to compete because, and I honestly if you guys 13-year-old, I could live without him succeeding. But you guys if you succeed, I honestly don't feel jealous.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I feel just happy. Yeah. I'm oh, that's good. They're doing good for themselves.
Yeah. It's so crazy, man. It's I just want people to have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. I just want to be part of good shows and that people have a good time and everybody's doing their own thing and having fun. And the more funny comedians there are in the world, that's great.
Yeah.
The more people are going to want to come out and watch comedy and have fun.
It's hilarious that the thing is I'm not going to laugh. Let's halt this guy's laughter. Let's halt laughter in the world. Let's stop it. I'm a comic, but I don't want anybody to laugh at anything.
I was just going to say that I agree. Jealousy is ridiculous, especially in comedy, because we're all doing the same thing. But last night watching him, I think what it was for me was that it was he killed.
Yeah.
He did an amazing job, and I did a lazy set. I did new stuff, but I didn't work that hard on it. And it's oh God, it's more of a God damn it. I should have done that well, but I should have worked that hard. Yeah. And it's I want it.
Yeah, to be honest, I just laughed because I thought it was his first time. I didn't actually find him that funny, so I just laughed because everyone else was laughing, and I thought we were just encouraging the young kid. I just kind of rolled with that, and now he's got all this credit, and I just want to make sure that everyone knows that I was only courteously laughing.
But that's the thing. That's part of it. But the thing is it just was what it was. It's sometimes it doesn't matter what a person says. You know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't matter what he says.
Yeah.
Are they the greatest jokes of all time?
No,
probably not. But it was really funny. And
he's got cojones for being 13 years old and going.
I just really enjoyed watching him. That's all that it was. I really enjoyed watching him.
And you could say they just laughed because he was 13, but it's what can he do? Yeah. He can't not be 13.
Yeah,
he is 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I talked to him afterwards, and he comes across as though he's 13. Yeah. I don't think anybody's worried. He's going to stay 13. Yeah. He is very 13 years old.
Yeah.
He is very 13 years old.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just gets it, man. He just gets it. He just you just see him up there and you're this dude gets it. This is awesome. I'm happy to be a part of
what
this.
I hope is that he keeps coming around.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a disappointment if he,
just
did that one, did well, and then just sort of, came around every once in a while just as a hobby. Now, I mean, not that that's bad. If that's what he wants to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him, come out and come to every show and work hard, and because he's 13.
Yeah.
If he does that and he keeps on doing it, when he's 20, he'll be doing it for 7 years.
Yeah. The thing is, he's 13. He can't drive to shows. If he has to go to a show, his parents have to drive him. That might be why he doesn't come around all the time.
Absolutely.
His dad seems really supportive of him and really cool. And he's coming to Yuck Yucks tonight.
Yeah. Oh, is he doing a set tonight? Or are they just going to come?
I think Patrick's going to make him do a set.
Oh,
he's
cool.
not on the list, but I think Patrick's going to throw him on though.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Maybe even in a surprise way.
There's
a plug right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hamilton Yuck Yucks tonight, 9 p.m., 1187 Upper James, $5 at the door. It's the last day of the world. Where else do you want to be? To making people laugh. I'm gonna do the Jackson Square dance.
Oh yeah.
Up in that bad boy.
Great.
That was a great bit.
That was hilarious.
We're gonna Jackson Square dance all over. I got so much love. I got love for everybody. I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do a little speech. I might do a little speech about the end of the world.
Okay, here's something I got to address.
All right.
I have to address this.
All right.
Last night, I walked up to Zack Mcdonald, he's a cheerful guy, I guess, in some regards. But last night, he is over the top cheerful.
Yeah.
And, like, Mace looked at me and he was like, I literally seen disturbed, like, you were disturbed in your eyes at how cheerful Zack was. And I was like, I'm not, but like I'm happy for Zack, but yeah, he is very, very, very cheerful. And this is coming off me thinking that Zack was going to kill himself last weekend. Because you made a Facebook post that said, goodbye, my friends, I'm going on a mysterious journey. And I was like, oh no.
I said a mysterious journey.
Wait, one sec. Yeah. I got to preface this by saying Zack is one of my best friends and he doesn't have a cell phone. So no. I was like, you made me worry about you for a night. I don't want to say that because I know it sounds like girlish and lame and it's like mushy.
Night.
But it was
Zack was gone 4 days. That was quick.
Oh, I forgot about it the next day. Guys, I'm pretty self-absorbed. Like, let's be realistic.
But still, that night is still a time, and I'm glad that you were upset.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're glad I'm upset.
I'm glad you were upset. I wish that you didn't get upset. I wish that you were just happy, but I'm also at the same time glad that you were upset.
Maybe get a cell phone like a normal person so I can call you and be like, hey dude, you need to talk.
But there was, even if I did have a cell phone, I wouldn't have answered it during that trip.
That's true.
It was a no, I went on a spiritual journey and I found out about the inner workings of the universe and the way that, I learned about what's real.
Other people call that LSD, but
and I didn't even do like mushrooms or LSD or anything. I smoked a little pot, but
I think the thing about LSD and mushrooms are that people think that when they do them that they get this ulterior, like this alternate perspective.
Yeah.
That they're rising above the common man and they know more than the common man who doesn't do the hardworking stiff, but they don't because they have these skewed perspective because they're on drugs. They're not in reality with everybody else.
But it changes a lot of people's perspectives once they finish doing the drugs. Like even when they're sober, they become really different people. But but my thing with it is that I think with a lot of things in life, you have to look at the root of where something comes from. So if you look at the root of why people do mushrooms, especially people do it as sort of a spiritual experience or like a journey, if you look at the root of it, it's like of what you're really looking for, which is maybe like getting in touch with the spiritual side of yourself, or finding stuff about the universe, or becoming more humble, or getting rid of your ego. I think that you learn that the mushrooms are just a way to accentuate that inside of you, and you have to realize that is inside of you already, even without the mushrooms, and you can harness that ability by just recognizing it and embracing it. And I've never done mushrooms, but a lot of people who've heard a lot of the things that I've been talking about lately are like, whoa, did you do mushrooms? Because I'm sort of on the same wavelength with that.
I should just say this to be safe, CFMU does not promote mushroom use or anything like that. This is purely the opinions of me, Zack Mcdonald, and Mace Coloni.
Yeah. And I didn't say to do mushrooms or to not do mushrooms.
No, I'm not saying
either.
Yeah, no. I'm saying make your own decisions.
Yeah, make your own decisions.
That's what honestly, make your own decisions.
Yeah.
But heroin we're still promoting, right?
Promoting heroin fully.
No. Just to be safe here, CFMU does not promote the use of heroin. This is the opinion of myself, Zack Mcdonald, and Mace Coloni.
Macy, you're such a jerk.
Yeah,
such a jerk.
You are such a jerk.
But what I did here, and we're on the radio right now, and we can reach out to people, and I don't know how many people are listening, but hopefully there's a couple of people that are listening. And what I found out basically was that love is the only thing that's real. And it's the only thing that matters. And everything that's not love is fear. And everything that's fear comes from a place of anger. And you manifest your own fear in life. So the things that you're scared of, you will find in your life. But if you operate from a place of love at all times, and you are accepting and loving and thankful of everything that happens to you, your life will be amazing. And if you accept it as a certainty right now in your life, right now at this moment, you accept as a certainty the only thing that's real is love. And the only thing that you have to give is love. Your life will be amazing every second of the day, and I promise that from the depths of my soul.
I'm gonna go home and hug my mom. I almost single-teared. I almost single-teared at that.
What I do it all the time is like my little brother, my little 4-year-old brother. Sometimes I just like grab him and I hold him and I just tell him that I love him because I really do love him, and like it just makes me, and it's like feels
getting all choked
so
up
good,
over here.
You know?
Calm down.
Wait, don't you have multiple siblings?
Yeah, I do.
just your brother.
I definitely have like embraced the rest of my siblings too. And like family's something that's really important too. And if you can get in touch with your family, that's like going down to the source and like the root of who you are as a person, you know. And it's a really important thing to do.
That's deep, man. That's a really enlightening and deep. Yeah.
Thank you.
It sounds like Bill Hicks channeled himself through you right there.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's so funny because the Bill Hicks "It's Just a Ride" speech is so exactly what I'm talking about. Like when you start to become aware of these kind of things in life, you start to see them, and you start to see people that use these practices and that operate from these places. And Bill Hicks is definitely, he talks about it. You can look at life through the eyes of fear, or you can look at the life through the eyes of love.
Yeah, the speech here, I'll end on it.
That's perfect. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
I love that speech.
It is. It's a great. I have it on my phone actually, and I'll just listen that speech, and I'll just listen to it as I walk.
Yeah.
Also the my favorite, like what I usually end on, is "The Greatest Speech Ever" by Charlie Chaplin.
Amazing.
And I have that on my phone too, and I'll just listen to it as I walk.
And it's the same type of thing. And it's like, and like the crazy thing is like if you really like embrace this and you really, really, truly believe in it, like the amazing things that will happen to you in your life are just so crazy, and it's just going to make you like. There was a time yesterday I was just laughing because I was just marveling at life, like the novelty of everything and like how everything works, you know?
You know, you are right though, because like I get like frustrated and angry a lot and stuff. Like I'm normally like an angry, very self-deprecating person, but I sort of tried to live like that for a little while, like recently, where I was just like, I'm being like mopey, and it's all on me that I'm being mopey, and I tried to be more like loving and outgoing to people, and it made me feel good. Yeah. Like it really does make you feel good.
Of course.
Like, and
why be mopey? Why?
Yeah, I know.
Why? You know what I mean? It's a choice.
Like sometimes people like have stuff going on where I can see like take a day and be mopey for a day.
See, but that's like, not the point though. That's when you get to that point, then you're accepting things. You got like, of course, like it's hard. Like it's hard to like think that everything's going to be okay, and it's hard to love people, especially when you see awful tragedies in the world and things like that. But you just have to realize that at the end of the day, that the love is the only thing that's real. And I believe that we have this energy inside of us that is like if you look at a baby, you know what I mean? Like if you look at like a baby that's first born, it's so loving and trusting of everything. Like my little brother, before he ever like hit his head, he just went through his whole life without any fear. He would just do whatever he wanted to do. And then like one day he hits his head, and then it hurts, and then everybody around him goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe he hits his head." And then this fear just develops in him from life. But when he was at his purest form, like when he was in the womb and he was like being created, that like when you were in the womb, it's all love inside of the womb. There is no bad. There's nothing bad happening to you. And you know what happens to you? You grow so much, you literally grow arms. Yeah, and like legs and a brain, you know what I mean? And that always exists inside of you. Like that is always real. It's always there. And that lasts forever. And if you just remember that that's inside of you, you figure out that like life is eternal. Because you were just nothing at one point, and you manifested so much into your own life that you grew into a physical entity so that you could find a way to share the love that you have in your life. That's why you love your parents so much, and it's so natural. And you realize that even after you're dead, even no matter what happens, that love and that thing that exists inside of you is always still there going through the world. And you can feel the love of everybody, of Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks is dead, and we're still talking about Bill Hicks. And Bill Hicks is still teaching people, and Bill Hicks is still showing love towards people. And it doesn't even matter that he's here, because that energy that he has inside of him is still real. It still exists, you know?
That was a message sponsored by the Church of Bill Hicks, everybody. No, that's actually really enlightening, man. I like where your head's at lately. You seem like a totally different person. Like you're in such a different headspace, and you're so positive, and then it rubs off on me a little bit. Like I don't know, I'm pretty self-deprecating, but like the positive rubs off on me.
And you can still be self-deprecating, and I can still like make jokes and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? Because it comes from a place of love when I do those kind of things. And like, you know what? Here's a big one too. I remember I did the joke about my mom being a crackhead. We talked about it earlier, and there was a part in the joke where I called my mom a whore. I don't know if we're allowed to say that. A whore. I said that word. And it's hateful speech. It was hateful speech. And then we had to do this Cable 14 thing where we had to have all clean material. And I said, instead of that word, I used a very promiscuous woman, which come across like so much more loving that I'm fine with the situation and the joke is 10 times funnier.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm actually, I find that she's a very promiscuous woman. That is hilarious,
dude. It's so much funnier.
It is
so much funnier.
It is.
And it's just because it comes from a place of love instead of a place from hate. But it's like I'm still making fun of somebody, but I'm making fun of somebody from a place of love instead of from a place of hate. And you ever notice when you start to get angry at the audience, you always bomb? Like you like bomb a joke and nobody laughs, you start to get angry at the audience and then they just don't like you. Like if you just roll through with like love, regardless of whether it's one person in the audience or 70 people in the audience, then you're just always going to have a great set.
Yeah, I think it's true. Anger at all. Like, cause I haven't really gotten angry at the audience much, unless they're like talking during somebody else's set or something. But I have like been doing my jokes, or especially with new stuff, and I just like angry at myself. Yeah. Then it doesn't work. Whereas if I just do the stuff, I thought it was funny at some point. Yeah. There's no reason I can't just say it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
And you have to think of your intentions when you get on stage. Like you have to think of it's the same thing as going to the root. It's always like going to the root. The reason I go on stage is because I have ideas that I'm really proud of, and I have jokes that I think are really funny that people are really going to enjoy. So when I'm going on stage, if you only come from that place, then you're only coming from a place of love. And how can people not enjoy that when you're up there saying like, I'm sharing this with you, I want you to have a good time.
You know what I've been thinking about a lot? It seems like in comedy now, there's like this popular idea that like trying is a taboo.
Yeah.
Like everything should just be natural and just come up. Whereas when you start out, it's not like that. You think about your jokes, you're nervous, and there's like I've been trying a lot to like think back to
that's genius.
When I start, this is actually weird. Not weird, it's just silly, but like when I started out, I thought I needed like a stage name and stuff. So I like in my notebook, I would like write like a few ideas, and the one I was stuck with was Mace Geller. But now what I do is I think like whenever I get in like that like a negative headspace, I just think like, what would Mace Geller do? and then writing comedy is so much more fun.
Yeah.
You know the weird thing is that I've realized over the past 3 months, and it's such a simple thing, but it's honestly made the audience, because I always felt like the audience didn't like me.
Yeah.
Like even if I did well, it's like the audience doesn't really like me. Yeah, they don't, definitely.
No, they do.
But like 3 months ago, I realized there's a very, very easy transition that I can do. The simplest thing. And now when I go on stage, I smile.
Yeah.
I never did that. For 2 years of doing comedy, I never smiled on stage. And then I just literally started, I do a lot of self-deprecating stuff. So I was sort of playing a character, to be honest. I was doing a lot of self-deprecating stuff. I would like sort of over-exaggerate feats about myself on stage. But now I've just started telling true, completely real stories that are just heartbreaking and tragic in my life. But not tragic, but heartbreaking and awkward. And then I smile.
Yeah.
And I laugh with the audience when they laugh at things.
It's the same thing as my mom joke, the joke about my mom, right?
So much. Yeah,
it's the exact same thing.
It's the same.
And that's what it is, man. And like that's what one thing that I've been doing is I just thought of it. My friends from Weekend Riot Club. It was actually Mike Cicutti from Weekend Riot Club, who's an amazing band. And if you have the opportunity, check them out.
You can follow them on Twitter at Weekend Riot Club.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're great.
And they took me on a spiritual journey. That's why I went on the spiritual retreat with. I went on that with Weekend Riot Club. He took me down to their cottage. But anyway, he told me that I should do this thing where like first thing I do on stage is like thank the audience for being there. Tell them that I love them and how excited I am to be there, and like tell them that it's basically it's like thank you guys so much for coming here. I appreciate it so much. I love all of you guys. It's my dream to become a comedian, and since you guys are here, I get to live out my dreams. My name is Zack Mcdonald, and these are my jokes. And like, if I do that off the top of the stage, like, how am I ever going to have a bad set? You know what I mean? Like, how is everybody in the room not just going to be like, yes, like, let's just embrace this. Even if I have a bad set, I know that I'm living my dream. So like, it's a win-win situation. You know what I mean?
It's interesting that you said that, because I went down to Toronto with Gavin Stevens, comedy bar. When was that? Wednesday? Tuesday night. Yeah. And, I knew, because I've done like quite a few shows in Toronto, I knew that like they kind of like when you're newer and you have a great set, people in the audience will laugh, but the comics will kind of sit back because they have this weird competition thing. And I don't get that in Hamilton. We already talked about that. But so I went up on stage and I was like, hey, I'm from Hamilton. I was like, you guys were really funny. I was like, I've never seen you guys before. I don't do a lot of shows in Toronto, but you guys were really funny. I was like, you all had great sets. And if anybody wants a blowjob afterwards, as I said, I'm from Hamilton, so I'll do that. And then, that made them they were like, oh, this guy's like a nice, really down to earth guy, and they don't know how manipulative and deceptive I'm just kidding. They were funny. I enjoyed their sets. Yeah. And, it's just, it's a good, I kind of came to that realization on my own without going on through your spiritual journey. You sent me vibrations.
That's all it is.
And then I picked it up.
That's exactly what it is.
I didn't even have to go on a spiritual journey. I just lived vicariously through Zack Mcdonald, and it worked out for me. Look at that.
Because it's real, man.
It's a Christmas, it's a Festivus miracle.
A Festivus miracle.
Festivus miracle.
My God, if that doesn't tie everything together, I think
so. I was thinking like before the show, I didn't really have a lot prepared. I kind of came in here and I woke up late and I was like, oh, no, I need to get there. And then there was like trouble at Tim Hortons and it took me like 10 minutes because their machine was broken. And then so I like ran into the studio and then I was like, oh, this show's going to be so bad. This show's going to be so bad. I feel like this was a good Christmas show. Yeah. I feel like we came together and people are feeling warm from this show. Yeah. See, I just did the Zack Mcdonald thing on you guys. You didn't even realize that I was doing that. You felt warm there for a second.
But see, it's like, but when I do that though, I'm not saying that stuff on stage because I want to manipulate the audience into thinking that I'm some kind of, I'm saying it.
Oh wait, you're not a sociopath like me?
No, not a sociopath. Yeah. I'm saying it because I'm saying it, I think people can tell that I'm saying it from a place where I really mean it. And I really do mean it. I really do. I really am thankful. And like, I really do appreciate the fact that people are supporting live comedy and that people are letting me live out my dreams. You know what I mean? Like, that's amazing that exists. And yesterday, I swear to you, you might not even have noticed it, but yesterday I said that off the beginning of the stage, and you want to know what happened to the audience? Every single person in the audience moved in closer to the stage.
Yeah, me and Mace and Gavin.
But it was the entire audience, like everybody like clapped after I said it, and everybody's attention turned towards me, and everybody really paid attention because they know that I'm just coming from a place where I just want everybody to have a good time. And then I had a great set too.
No, I feel that too. I just want to clarify. I really did mean that the people in Toronto were funny. Yeah, I wasn't I was just trying to be funny by saying this.
Yeah, you told me that you'd been like trying that and doing that. You were going to do that, and I thought it sounded like a good idea, but at the same time, I thought like maybe it would come across cheesy. But you did it, and like I was just roped in. Yeah, and I watch your set anyways. Like I enjoy your stuff, but it was there was extra excitement for some reason.
I think it's because he does it from an honest, true place.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you do, like one thing I've learned a hard lesson in comedy is that if you do anything from an honest, true place, the audience will accept you. Yeah. And he does it because he like, if you talk to Zach like after the radio show, this isn't like an act. Yeah. Like, guys, like this is like, if you're listening to this isn't an act. Like this is who he is. Like he's coming off as Zack Mcdonald. And like, I think if you do anything from like a true, even if you can be like a devastating sociopath. Yeah. If you say that, like if you're self-aware and honest, that's the most important thing in comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just comes from a true, honest place. That's all that comedy is. It's about the honesty. And there's the laugh track. Mace, so like, what do you think about this whole thing, Mace?
No, I love it. Oh, God.
No, Mace.
Balls to actually walk out of the room. Mace, I still want to say my piece.
What do you think about this?
Well, guys, I think that just my humble opinion. Wait, what is that? I don't have a headset. Are you guys playing? Do you guys actually want to know, or
no? I'm just kidding.
Nobody. If I search down deep into my heart and my soul, Mace, nobody cares.
I think we're gonna end on that. Actually,
all right. It's just a ride.
It's just a ride.
All right, wait. Before we go, ladies and gentlemen, Hamilton Yuck Yucks tonight, 9 p.m. We're spreading love. 1187 Upper James. $5 at the door. Come say hello to me, hug me, tell me that you listen. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Ugh.
The world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. We have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account and my family. Has to be real. It's just a ride. But we always kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok? But it doesn't matter because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your door, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. Oh.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from 93.3 CFMU.
This is a throwdown, a showdown. Hell no, I can't slow down. Watermelon throwdown.